It's hard to believe, but today, exactly 1 year ago, we got stuck in Barichara. We never thought we'd still be here. But we've learned to roll with the punches during this pandemic and to keep our spirits up and stay healthy. So we decided to start a new exercise program. Well, it was actually Kirsten who had the idea to do a real fitness workout every second day and to go walking or hiking on the other days.
Today we're going on a hike to a small place called La Cabrera. It's a Barichara in mini format, and we've done about 40 minutes. It's bloody hot today.
Yeah.
We were hoping for some clouds, but so far they haven't come in yet. Okay, let's see how we're doing. It's still a ways to go.
It's a 7-kilometre hike to Cabrera, and we should be able to do it in about 2 hours.
It's really hot, but we have a beautiful day actually. Yep. It's been cloudy all week, and we decided to walk on the hottest day of the week, but it also gives us some great views. There he is. A few farms to the right and to the left. Some banana trees. The local wildlife. Hello, sweetie. How are you today? You are tiny. Is that Mama? Ah, that's Mama. That's why she was worried, huh? Good girl. Yes, you did well. And you've got a beautiful little one. Very strange trees. There's quite some thunderclouds building up in the distance there. And I just took a look behind us, and it's getting quite grey. Hopefully we're not getting dumped on. We just stumbled over this sign. It basically says that visitors should stay out of La Cabrera. Well, we just keep continuing, and then we see either they didn't take down the sign or maybe it's still true, but then we just stay outside of the town and just take a look around from the outside. We are now getting into the shade, which is really nice. They have some religious signs up along the path. Obviously the path is a little wet, and then it's going along the side. It is a little muddy. It's really beautiful here. This is one of the few forests in this area. There's one of these giant trees with the long roots. Look at these roots. They are really long. Now we get a glimpse of parts of the town. It's quite a ways down. Not easy to walk these steps here. It's a pilgrimage walk. Another of these signs along the path. We've got some vultures here.
Number 11.
We still have a ways to go.
This might be an Easter thing, I think.
Yeah, it's a good job we're doing it before Easter. There it is, La Cabrera. It's another old colonial town. This is a true pilgrimage walk here. Not easy to hike. Steep on the way back, we know that already. But you really have to watch your feet here.
Yep.
So you don't stumble and fall. There's a shrine. It starts to rain. It almost is only a sprinkle. But isn't that a coincidence? We were right at the shrine and now it starts raining. So we just got to La Cabrera. We're at the square. The church is not in the sun. It's very much like Barichara, just a lot smaller.
Cabrera was founded on November the 8th, 1810, on the eve of the independence of Colombia. Today, it has a population of around 1,800. The church, La Inmaculada Concepcion, was built between 1839 and 1851. Unfortunately, the doors are closed, so we can only take a peek through the keyhole.
Siesta time. German bread with hummus. Very nice.
We brought it with us, even a spoon. Put it on the lid.
I don't think anything's open here anyway.
There are some shops that are open. I'm not so sure about them, but they're normally big on lunches, so it would surprise me if there's nowhere open. Well, you have to know where to go.
Helen is kind of washing her hands. I don't know what she's doing. She's taking... Did you check if there was water? Oh yeah. That's pretty cool here. This is an interesting building. You can see it's kind of earthquake-proofed, I think, with a thicker base. So this is a view from Cabrera into the canyon. And that cliff in the distance there is Barichara. There's a closer view. It's right on top of that cliff. A strange tree with big Easter eggs hanging off the branches. We're almost leaving the town. We've already done a stretch up. It's more than 300 meters up to the top. It's going to be exhausting, but at least the clouds are in, so it's not that hot anymore. Yeah, 1 and 2 we already passed. This is number 3, and you can tell it's a Via de Cruce. It's tough. Thank God we're not religious. And I just said, now it's going to get really steep. It's very humid. I'm sweating buckets. But slowly and steady, we'll make it up. We're at number 4 and we believe it's 14 in total. Oh, I just took a few steps ahead of Helen and I'm always fainting. It is super, super hot. There's no breeze. The air is like really thick. It's tough, isn't it? Oh. I'm sweating buckets.
Mountaineer Kirsten.
Oh. This is really... This is more sport than we need for today. And we've done a lot of sport yesterday, but Two old biddies. The things we do for life, unbelievable.
It is certainly not easy. We've got quite a ways to go as well. We're not even halfway yet. Oops. Careful.
How old am I?
85.
85. Okay. Oh.
There we go. Further up and up and up. Now it's a break. We haven't done hardly anything here. There's Cabrera down there. So, next bit of the switchbacks. So this is where you have to remember to smile. It's not that bad, really.
Easy for you to say.
Keep going. Whoops.
That's a bit.
This is the new dance.
We're just halfway up. Number 7 we just passed. It's a never-ending story.
Cabrera is at an altitude of 995 meters, and it's a really tough hike on the way back up to Barichara. We have about 350 meters to climb, and every step is treacherous on the rocky path.
We're now past 11 and we're still going, but it's hard. It's very humid. Oh, Jesus is almost dead, and so are we. We made it to the top, and what time?
55 minutes.
55 minutes. We can see Barichara in the distance, but we can also see some really dark clouds. So, thank God, we're going down again now. We did over 350 meters. Up. That looks very dark over there. We'll just make it in time. Just finished our last drop to drink, and we still have 2 times up and up. So after our 14-kilometer hike today, we're hungry. I'm going to make us some chicken wraps. This is cabbage and onions I'm frying in our new frying pan. I bought one in town, a lot bigger. And then we're going to add some lettuce, tomato, and I'm going to fry some chicken that has been marinated all day in garlic, yogurt, lots of Indian spices, hot chili powder, all these things. And then I'm going to wrap it in a burrito with a dressing. And now the chicken is frying. I've cut some onions and I picked some lettuce. Helen is just quickly checking if we have any unwanted visitors in the lettuce, but normally there isn't anything at all. It's freshly from my own garden. Kitchen of Kirsten is going to work again. So I put some, this is sour cream, mayonnaise, dill, garlic and salt. Now some of the chicken goes on there, which I just fried. Then we're going to put a mix of onions and cabbage on there, tomatoes, and lettuce. More of the dressing, of course. This. And this.
That is a huge burrito.
And then it goes into the frying pan with butter. That's one. I'm quickly going to do the next one.
Oh,
Just in time.
yeah, that was nearly burnt.
Let's have a look.
Yep, it is done. There.
And then crispy. There you go. Bon appetit. Oops.
So let's see what the verdict is.
So it's supposed to be finger food, so I'm going to try that.
Oh dear.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh. The dressing is fabulous. I love it. Juicy, spicy, crispy. It's perfect. Really good. Kitchen of Kirsten is doing something brand new. Potato cheese croque cades.
Croque potatoes.
Croque potatoes.
There's the rolls, and this is they're not breadcrumbs, they're kind of cracker crumbs.
They're cracker crumbs. We don't have bread
We don't have
here.
bread, so...
But cracker crumbs work fabulously. And then we have a mushroom, onion, chicken salsa along with it. My way of doing the breadcrumbs.
A poor packet of crackers.
If you're angry, it's a great way to get rid of your aggressions.
They come, unfortunately, these, I bought the
Butter ones.
Integral
You did.
version. These are the Integral version. And I only just bought them. I picked them up because I saw them and thought, oh.
I don't think we can actually buy breadcrumbs real breadcrumbs in Barichara.
We won't get it here.
I haven't seen it yet.
No. They don't do things like that. You have to...
So this is a
do it
great
yourself.
substitute.
So we're using crackers.
So, sauce is ready. And the croquettes are fried. So here it is, the final concoction. Crispy, crunchy. Not bad.
Here is our new, well, it's a tortilla maker, isn't it? But Kirsten's going to use it for our little, these are our little balls of naan bread. So we're going to be putting them in and squashing them down as you would do with a, oh, yeah, will it come off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There we go. Saves rolling them out because we don't have a pin, a rolling pin, and we don't have a reasonable surface. That's fine.
That's not bad.
So we've finally squashed them all in the tortilla thing, all the falafels. Put them down there. Tomato, cucumber, bit of cheese, balsamic oil, and then we've got the garlic butter on the naan breads.
Lebanese kitchen in Colombia. It's really, really delicious. For the falafels we have dill, mayonnaise, yogurt, salt and pepper dip. And this is absolutely healthy and delicious. Chickpeas in the falafels, garlic, lots of garlic, fresh salad. It's good, isn't it? Very good combination.
Whilst we begin our second year in Barichara, Europe is heading into the third wave of the coronavirus.
European countries that suspended the use of the Oxford-AstraZeneca vaccine will restart its rollout today. That's after the European Medicines Agency found no evidence that the jab causes blood clots and concluded it's safe and effective.
Countries across Europe are bracing themselves for a third wave of coronavirus infections. New lockdown measures have come into force in Poland and across large parts of France. Switzerland is among other countries extending their restrictions. Thousands of people have taken part in protests across Europe against coronavirus-related restrictions. It comes as a third wave of infections forced millions more in the EU back into lockdown. There have been big rallies in cities across the United States calling for lawmakers to do more to prevent attacks on Asian Americans. It's after 8 people were shot dead in Atlanta. 6 of the victims were Asian Americans. Residents of Sydney could be ordered to evacuate as heavy rains and flash floods batter Australia's east coast. Homes have been washed away and the extreme weather could continue until as late as Thursday. A music festival is going ahead in the Netherlands despite much of the country being in lockdown. It's an experiment to work out whether there's a safe way to large social gatherings.
Parts of New South Wales in Australia are suffering their worst floods in a century. Torrential downpours have caused dams to overflow and river levels to surge. Around 1,000 people in the western suburbs of Sydney are the latest to be urged to evacuate their homes. And city officials in Miami Beach in Florida have approved an extension to a state of emergency after thousands of tourists descended on the annual spring break holiday, risking the spread of coronavirus. The decision means that a nighttime curfew will continue for at least 3 weeks.
Stay tuned for more videos.